Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikki.
right
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikki. Coffee with
Wake
Nikki.
up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikki, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding and we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikki, oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikki, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding and we riding, yo.
We are live and welcome to Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. You already know what to do. Soon as you walk in, hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to click subscribe. Now grab your pen, your pad, and your coffee because it's time to get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? I know I have been missing in action, but you guys know the word was we were in week when we left off, and it was time for me to reset. It was time for me to reevaluate. And so today is just an update of what has been going on, why I've been MIA, what's been going on in my life. And so that's it. And then I want to know what's going on with yours. I also want to talk about the importance of September being amazing connection for you and your customers because you're preparing yourself to get ready for the holidays, getting ready for Black Friday. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the schedule because I'm already booked and busy. We already got September booked for you guys. And it is time for you. If you are really trying to take your business somewhere, this is the time to get serious because if you do not connect to your customers right now, you are not going to be able to connect to them on Black Friday. It's not going to miraculously happen. There's some work that has to be done. So you're gonna have to get serious with your business. So while we waiting for the intro, we got a little sunny day too. While we are waiting for everything, what am I saying? I got to get myself back into the habit. Rewind. Okay, so let me check and see who's in the building. Okay, let's check and see who's in the building. Good morning, Miss Betty Rose. Miss Betty Rose is here. She says she is blessed. Glad to be back. Did y'all notice I was here on 9 o'clock on the dot? Good morning, cousin. Cousin is the best moderator on what? Earth. Yes, cousin is the best moderator on earth. Some of y'all got it wrong when I asked that question yesterday. Somebody said on the planet, somebody said everywhere. I was like, what were you listening to? We say that every morning. She's the best moderator on earth. Period. Right? Good morning, Jazz. Jazz says, so glad we're back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Cousin said, hey, Jazz is dancing. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Deltra. Deltra says, grand morning, ladies. Glad to be back. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. She said, hey, good morning, Naomi. Girl, I missed you, girl. Good morning. I'm awake, alive, and blessed. Good morning, Crystal. Crystal said, good morning, everyone. I'm glad we're back. I'm blessed. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I need that hoodie out, girl. We'll get them in production. Good morning, Sherelle. Good morning, everyone. Working but watching. Hey, cousin. Chantel, good morning, Chantel. Good morning, ladies. Team 3 in the chat. Oh, Jazz, don't you even start it. Don't you even start it, Jazz. Team 3 on deck, Team 3 Earth. That's right. So listen, we had the Dallas BCMC and BBU meetup. I got to meet Miss Deltra. I didn't get to meet Jazz and Sherelle because I already know them. But they were at the brunch. Who else? Chantel, cousin, we were there. Shelly was there. Who else am I missing? Cheryl, Deltra, Sherelle. Sade from Edible Gems was there. We had people coming in from everywhere. Arkansas, Memphis, Oklahoma. So it was more than just a local thing. We had a blast. We had a blast. Next one, you guys stay tuned. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to be, but for my birthday, we'll probably have a meetup because we are going somewhere. It's either going to be Houston or San Diego. We're going somewhere. And so we're probably going to try to have a meetup then. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We had a great time in Dallas. Yes, the brunch was amazing. Yes, yes, and yes. Let me tell you something. I love when we get to meet up and we get to connect with you guys. Oh, and Tiana was there. We got to see Tiana shop. Tiana is of Winding with Candles. We got to see, everything. She answered everybody's questions. She was speaking about Etsy. She was speaking about having a retail space. She was talking about basically everything. So if you missed it, you missed out on a great opportunity to really network and to get some good information. So, yes, y'all better cut it out with y'all little team three. But your little team three, we want a rematch. We want a rematch. And Tiana is such a cool person. I know she seems very reserved when you look at her on videos. I mean, when you see me on videos, you know I'm going to be animated. You know I'm like, because I'm the same way in person, right? She is still reserved, but she's such a cool vibe. Like, she's such a good person. So, yes. So we had an amazing time with all of the ladies. I'm excited to do it the next time. I don't know where it's going to be, but we're going to definitely have another meetup before we have our convention. So, wherever that is, I will keep you guys posted and let you guys know. But that was amazing. We also went to the hip hop concert. We got to see LL, Rakim, Big Boy, MC Light. Who else was there? Raekwon the Chef. Goody, not Goody Mob. Yeah, Goody Mob. Who else did we see? Who else did we see? Who else did we see, y'all? Juvenile. Juvenile has a great show. I did say Raekwon the Chef. I said that. Bone Thugs, didn't like them. Didn't like their live show. I tell you who had a great live show. Rakim's live show was amazing. Rakim was dope. Big Boy, yeah, Big Boy was dope. He brought out Sleepy Brown. MC Light was in. LL was in. Juvenile killed it. That's it. That's all I remember. Right here, right now. Right, Chantel, or if Jules is in the building, they'll remind me of something. Or Sean comes on, she's yelling from downstairs. But yes, we had a great time. Yep, Sleepy Brown. Sleepy Brown came out and they was like, "I love the way you move." And they was doing their little dance. It was so cool. And they even had a wardrobe change. It was really good. And so that is what we did. And then of course, we went down there for Sean's mom's birthday party. So I basically we were basically working most of the time until Sunday when we had the brunch. Then we were kind of like a little freer with our time. But yeah, I was basically working, making favors, getting ready for the party, planning centerpieces, all of that type of stuff. And I was exhausted. By the end of when it was time to start the party, I didn't even have a lick of makeup on. I was like, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. But we had a great time out there. We had a great time. Rakim is a dope performer. Absolutely. When you ladies see Miss Latrice, you better get a hug. She is such a loving spirit. Isn't she, Sherelle? And I love my Sherelle. Sherelle is the same. Sherelle is the same. She is such a good person, good energy. Jazz, you know I love you to bits and pieces, girl. So it's always a good time. It's always a good time. Miss Rosalie's party was nice. Love the dancing. And let me tell y'all something. She's 74. She got out there. She walked the dog. She was dancing. She had her rhinestones on. She had her pink and denim because that was the theme for the party. And she turned up. She turned up. So yeah, we had a great time. We had a great time. And she's a sweetheart. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So that is what we did when we were in Dallas. Oh, not to mention I got to see my little sister. My little sister was in the house. She lives in Dallas, so now she lives in Dallas. So when she came and picked us up from the airport, so I was so happy to see my little sister. I think I posted the picture on my story. Um Everybody says we look so much alike. I'm like, we're twins, but we're 10 years apart. We're 10 years apart, twins. Yep, but I got to see her and it was so good because I love my little sister. And we had a great time. We had a great time. Love Miss Rosalie. She was killing the funky chicken. Wasn't she out there doing it though? Wasn't she out there doing it? They had some line dancing going on. She had a performance from some steppers. I forgot what she called them. What their name is. But she had steppers were performing. It was a good time. It was a good time. And so, yep, that was it. So I decided when I came on today, I was not doing makeup. I'm going to be back officially on Monday. So I was actually thinking if I should do Friday instead of Thursday, but we've already established that I was coming on today. And so I was like, I'm not going to switch today. I'm going to keep it here on Thursday and I will be back officially for Coffee with Nikki on Monday. Officially. She is Nikki 2.0. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So, that is my little baby. I love her. Love her. Um, so with that being said, yes, I learned the one. You learned the line. Oh yeah, you were there. Practicing with them. Well, I know you turned your camera on. I don't know if you got up there and did it. But Treese was out there too, y'all, dancing and taping. She was like, I gotta get my camera out. So she sure is. Desi is beautiful. Thank y'all. Thank you. So let me fill you guys in. Okay, so initially, when I took a pause, it was due to my health. Now, I expressed to you guys before that I was having some problems with my cycle and things like that. And this may be a little TMI for some people, but this is also this is awareness for others, right? Because do not let this take you out, because I know a lot of women, and most of the women that I've spoken to have had surgery, are experiencing this, or you know what I'm saying, or are considering having, different procedures done because of it's just uncomfortable, your quality of life sucks. And so I'm addressing it here and I'm addressing it now. I did have my friend on, Latoya DeWhite, from the fibroid pandemic, and I may bring her back to do another live, just so that we can pay attention to our health, because we are entrepreneurs, but also as entrepreneurs, we are carrying a lot of weight with us. And a lot of us are entrepreneurs. Most of you guys that's in the room are not full-time entrepreneurs. And I am a full-time entrepreneur. So there are a lot of things that come with that. There's a lot of stressors and things like that. And I'm not saying this was due to stress because it was something that was happening beforehand, but stress is not something that is making it better, right? And so a lot of the times you guys are juggling a lot of things, your motherhood, you're juggling your career, your job, and then you're also trying to run your business at the same time. And there's a lot of ways that you're being pulled. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of things going on, right? And we all know that our emotions are also tied to our health, right? And so once we start feeling stressed, it's starting to break down your immune system and things like that. And so trying to alleviate those things as much as you can be beneficial for your health, right? And so we already know that my cycle, I really had a challenging cycle, right? I've been hospitalized for my cycle, I think approximately 3 times. It may have been more. And this time was the absolute worst. It was the absolute worst. I'm not going to go into so much detail, but the last time I had went to the ER, I had passed out, right? And so the next time was extremely worse. And then when I went to the ER, I just they had to give me medicine. They wouldn't give me blood because there was some blood shortage, and I wasn't deathly low. I was dangerously low, but I wasn't deathly low. And if it was a certain amount, then they were going to have to give me a transfusion. Luckily, I didn't need a transfusion, but doing what would, the cycle going the way that it was. I was depleted. My energy was low. The color in my hands and my feet and my face, I was bluish to me. The color in my hands was blue, like the circulation was really bad. My feet were getting swollen. And so I was really experiencing some, problematic issues. And one, I did not feel comfortable coming on because I didn't feel like I looked like myself. And that was a challenge to me. So, 1 week turned into 2 weeks, 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? 2 weeks turned into 3 weeks, and then it was time for us to go to Texas. But I have decided that I am going to, and I was considering the surgery. Every time I had my menstrual cycle, it was bad, right? But it progressively got worse. And so I was hoping, and you guys always know, I was like, I'm hoping for menopause. I'm hoping for menopause. Menopause never came, right? And so each menstrual cycle, it got progressively worse. And so I said, you know what? Every time I had my cycle, I was like, I'm going to have the surgery, right? But then I'm like, oh well, it's not so bad. After the first 2-3 days, I was like, it's not so bad. Then I'm not going to get my cycle. I'm not going to get the surgery. And my cycle was skipping, it wasn't regular anymore. I was skipping like maybe 2 months, and then I would have it. So I was thinking, okay, it's not bad, it's on its way, right? Menopause is on its way. But it was not, right? I even became a vegetarian. I cut out sugar, I cut out coffee, I cut out meat, I cut everything out of my diet that I thought would help me have a better transition or easier cycle, and none of those things worked. The only thing that I've noticed from cutting out everything, I didn't lose any weight. I actually was gaining weight because I was replacing the sugar with flour and pasta with carbs, and it was turning into sugar anyway. And so instead of me, just not instead of me, because I eat a lot of vegetables anyway, but I was replacing meat with pastas and starches, potatoes, and things of that nature. And so I gained a lot of weight from doing that. And I decided that I'm going to go back to eating meat. And when I can fix my diet where I am not replacing my meat with starches and things like that, then I'll go back. But as for right now, I needed to have meat in my diet because it actually gave me it gave me more energy, right? Because I was so low energy, I was exhausted, I was sleeping late, and I don't usually sleep past 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I was sleeping till about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I was lethargic. It just was a whole hot mess. So I decided that the best decision for me was for me to go on ahead and get the surgery. So I am not scheduled yet to have my surgery. I have my appointment on the 5th, and we are going to, I'm not even discussing any options. The options that they gave me were options that I do not want to have. Those were things that I've already done. I've been going through this for years. So these are the options that they suggested were things that already, things I've already done. I refuse to take birth control anymore. I refuse to do, all of the things that they said because I don't want them to come back. I don't want it to be a risk of them coming back. And I want the quality of my life to be better. Like when my cycle would come, I was not able to do anything. This last cycle, literally, I hate when people say literally, I literally could not leave the bathroom. I was in the bathroom for hours, from 7 o'clock in the morning to midnight. I was in the bathroom and I could not leave, and it was insane because you can't bleed that much, you know what I'm saying? It's like crazy. And so I decided that I'm going to definitely go through with the surgery, and it's going to have to be what it's going to be. If it forces me into menopause, or if it does whatever it does, I know that the quality of my life would be better, and that I don't have to sacrifice not going to things, not doing things because of this. Like, it is so embarrassing. You can't leave. You know what I'm saying? You have like a million chains. You on ultra and super, and you got pads coming from your neck to your, the back of the nape of your neck, like they're, you know what I'm saying, like you're trying to do whatever you can so that you can function, and you can't. And so
I just decided that the best deal for me is going to go ahead and get the surgery. I was going to try, some natural routes and teas and things like that, but I cannot risk having another cycle the way that it was. So I'm not going to put myself at risk. When I tell you I was dizzy, I couldn't stand. I was seeing spots. It was insane. It was insane. So I had to let my body rest. I had to get back to myself. I had to get my energy up, because when I tell you, I felt like I was not a zombie, but I just felt like I was in a daze. Like it just didn't even feel real, So I wasn't mentally, I wasn't there. There was a lot of brain fog. There was a lot of things going on in my head, like, what was going on with my body. And I just felt like my body was just breaking down. And so I had to stop, and I had to take a break. And I want to say, for anybody that's in the room, if you need to take a break because your body is breaking down, remember I told you, if you don't take a rest when you need to take a rest, God is going to make you take a rest. And God sat me down. God literally sat me down and said, you need to sit your butt down, kick your feet up. If you need to sleep, like whatever it is that you need to do, you need to do in order to bring yourself back. And so that is what I did. Let me tell you, when I tell you I was in prayer, I was in prayer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, please, and you don't want to pray like, please take it away, because there's a lesson. Your body is telling you something. Your body is making you aware of things that you need to address, right? And so you don't want it to just be like, oh yeah, just please take this away. But you still don't want it to be where you can't function. So you guys, when you feel it, when you know it, when your body is telling you something, when you have that inner knowing, just listen to yourself and just go ahead and do what you need to do, whatever break you need, whatever, mental break, whatever things you need to do in order to make yourself feel whole again, you're going to have to do them, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. When I tell you I still tried, you cannot do it. You cannot. You just do not have the mental capacity to do it. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know. You make sure that you take these breaks, because it is no joke. And for me, being a woman is overrated. I'd rather be a male. I'm over motherhood, not motherhood for my kids, but I mean, the things that come with motherhood, all of the parts, the parts that don't want to work, or they're overworking, or whatever they're doing that's causing all this stress. I'd rather be a male, right? So it's just, to me, it's overrated. I don't want to deal with it no more. I'm okay. So yes, so the best decision for me was to definitely have the surgery. So let me check and see what you guys are saying in the chat. Chantel said, glad you listened to your body and took a break. Yes. I got the surgery and it helped. The biggest fibroid was the size of a baseball, causing a lot of problems for me. Everybody is different, so I hope you find a successful resolution soon. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Laura says, I was experiencing the same issue. Praying for a successful surgery. Thank you so much, Miss Deltra. Praying for a successful surgery. Thank you, Laura. He definitely will sit you down. I tell you, when I tell you, and I was thinking like, oh, I could still do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you think you're invincible. Like when nothing really, like, you could have things that happen and you break down and stuff like that. Your health may break down a little bit and you think you're invincible, that you could just keep on going. It's a great feeling to have, right? It's a great feeling to feel like you're invincible. But when it starts breaking down on you and you like, bum, 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 it's like, oh no, you have to sit down. You have to sit this one out. You have to take a break. I don't care how many people are depending on you. I don't care what people are expecting of you. You need to sit down and you need to calm it down and get centered and find yourself and find what's going on. Get to the root issue of what's going on in your body and try to figure that out. So after this, definitely, 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 I am changing my diet as far as juicing is concerned. I will be juicing more. I will be juicing my beets for sure, but I love beets, so it's not a problem to me. Juicing beets and pineapples and celery juice. I'm having my ABC juice. I think that's apples, beets, and carrots or something like that. I know uh Latoya, she makes it from the fibroid pandemic, and she drinks that in the morning too. So I'm gonna start drinking the juices and just start trying to help, my body recoup and do what it needs to do. Right now, I am so depleted, um, because I've lost a lot of blood. My iron was low, my hemoglobin was low. Like, it's time for me to try to do what I can do, right? Let me see. Cousin says, yes, Lord, pay attention to your body and do what's best for you. Yes, amen. Eve went and did it, causing us all these problems. I'm telling you, causing us all the problems on earth. Hard headed self. Crystal says, prayers for you. Fibroids are horrible. The doctor found 3 when I was pregnant. Yeah. Trust me, Nikki, after the surgery, your body will thank you. I feel like my old self now. See? Um, Chantel, right, showing off and messed us up. Yes, 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 indeed. Messed us up for sure. So, yeah, so I have to make sure that I do what I need to do for my body. And so I suggest that you guys also pay attention to what's going on in your body. At first, they weren't bothering me, they weren't too much. Like, I've always had a heavy menstrual cycle that lasts pretty long. But once my cycle started lasting a month and months, then there was a problem. And I do kind of think, and I'm not trying to make too much of a connection. No, I am making a connection. I've noticed that I had fibroids after I had the depot shot. So after the depot shot, which is a nightmare, and I don't suggest that anybody get a depot shot. I had a cycle for 6 months. It was 3 months, and then they said, "Oh, well, you get the shot again. It's not going. You're going to be fine." And I had it for 3 additional months, and after that, I would not get it. It was a nightmare for me. I was blacking out. I was just super angry, pins and needles in my hands. My hands and feet would get numb, and I could not get them to get their feeling back. They were numb for a long time. I used to get cramps in my legs, and so it just wasn't a good thing for me. The depot shot works for some people, but it don't work for everybody. And I guess I was on the side effect side of that table, but it was really, really bad. And so, with that being said, I don't suggest the depot shot for anybody. And if you love it, then I'm not speaking to you. But as for me and my experience, my aunt and her experience, it was not a good thing. It was not a good thing. And I do know that fibroids and things like this is something that runs in your family, because my mom, my cousins, is all something that we've all had, and we've all had like seriously bad experiences because we let them go so long. But thinking that, maybe things are going to change. You're optimistic when you don't have these problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, when your cycle's just, oh, it's just a little heavy. Oh, it's just a little heavier. You're optimistic, like, oh, okay, it shouldn't get worse. But then when you start going to the ER because you are uncontrollably bleeding, then there's an issue. And then that's when we usually fix it, when we get to that point. You know what I mean? And yeah, if I had went the natural path, I don't even know. I couldn't even say if I went the natural path, if things was going to be different or whatever. I mean, I know that people suggest that herbs and things like that may help, and I don't know that to be false or true. But as for me right now, I don't have the time um to go through that again. I don't want to go through that again, just to see if that will work. Because then if it don't, then I'm still doing the same thing. My bottom line is still going to be the same thing. So pay attention to your health, ladies. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Let me see. um It's a great weight lifted and relieved. Thank you so much, Miss Betty Rose. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl said, praying for you, Nikki. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You and your health comes first. I appreciate you. Hey, Miss Lois. Miss Lois says, hello all. I hate it when my menstrual will come. Right. And Mine was coming like with no notice. Like, there was some spotting. Sometimes there was a lot of spotting, then it was nothing, then it was spotting, then it was You know what I'm saying? It was like crazy. So yeah, I said no more. I can't deal with it. It's inconsistent. I don't know how to gauge it. You know what I'm saying? Comes when it feels like it. It's like it was just too much. It was too much. The Depo shot made me, is that batshit? And my weight blew up and my sex drive was zero. Let me tell you something. I hated that shot. And I hated that shot with a passion. I don't think anybody should have that shot. And I think I shared this story with you guys. I know I shared it when I used to be Nikkie 26 on my YouTube channel. But I had a doctor. I had a private insurance, which was great insurance, and then I had state insurance. So when I had state insurance, they suggested that I get the Depo shot. When I had private insurance, when I went to the GYN, she said she would never suggest that any of her patients use that shot ever. She said that shot is poison. I would never give that to my patients. And it's a difference when you have private insurance, when they actually care about you and care about what they're giving the patients, as opposed to state insurance where they really don't care and you're kind of like an experiment. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really don't care. They're like, oh yeah, just try this. Like, they want to give you all these experimental drugs, and I'm not for it. And so yeah, so that was a problem for me. That was a problem for me. And so when I had the private insurance and she said I would never give that to my clients, my patients, because that is poison, I said, this man administered the shot twice, knowing what was going on. And after like the second shot, I started researching. My aunt was researching, and she was like, I told your mom to tell you not to get the shot the second time, but you had already went to the doctor and I couldn't tell you. She was like, but I'm reading all these horror stories about people who were on the shot and this is what's happening to them. And they still allow you to get this shot even though it has all these adverse effects. And so just be careful. Be careful. You have to be an advocate for your body. You have to be an advocate for your health, because they don't care about you. They do not care about you. I bled for 6 months straight before my surgery. Yep. Miss Lois, we missed you in Dallas. We sure did. I wanted to be there so bad. See how that goes. Different. Yes. See how that goes. Different access to health. Yes. You have they give you different information. They give you different advice. It seems like the private insurance kind of cares about you more than the state insurance. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy how they do people. And also, as women of color, they really could care less about your body and whatever. And I know a lot of people like, well, all they want to do is make sure that you can't have babies and you can't do this. Well, I'm done having babies. I'm not having them anymore. I already know I'm done. I have 2. I'm done. I am not considering another one. I know I am completely done. So whatever it is that you need to take, and I'm still going to be functioning and my life can still happen, that is what I'm going to do. Because I have 2 kids and they're grown. And they are grown. Not doing that. My mom said the same thing about the Depo shot. I'm telling you, that Depo shot is up. We're going to have to take a commercial break because I see that my battery's dying. So 1 second, y'all. I will be right back.
Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikkie.
Right
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way.
Right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Coffee with
Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie, oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
We are live and welcome to Coffee with Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration. You already know what to do. Soon as you walk in, hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to click subscribe. Now grab your pen, your pad, and your coffee because it's time to get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
All right, y'all. So, had to change my battery. So, Melissa says, my mom said the same thing about the Depo shot, praying for a safe surgery. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Depo shot is something I do not recommend at all. I don't. To me, there's nothing great about it at all. And then another thing is that I didn't want them to give me birth control and add more hormone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just too much. It was just too much. I was like, absolutely not. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Yes, the doctor recommended it for Caitlin, and I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Heard nothing but bad things about the Depo shot, and that's facts. Hey Mello, naturally Mello says my symptoms were the same as Betty Rose. And that was over 20 years ago. Good morning, by the way. Good morning. Hey Michi, girl, why you two playing me? Good morning, Michi. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And I didn't do that for Miss Lois. Miss Lois, that's for you too. Let me see. Good morning, everyone. I was on the shot for a few years. It decreases your bone density. I didn't find out until after a knee fracture. Oh wow. That sucks so bad. So bad. And it's just not a good thing. It's just not a good thing. I'm not a fan of hormones. You know, I'm not a fan of all of that. I'm not and there's a lot of stories you hear with the birth control and things like that. It was like, oh yeah, it'll stop it. It'll do. No, I'm good. I'm good. And so I was also on transamic acid. I think that's what it's called. And that worked for 2 cycles. After that, it no longer worked. When I went to the ER, they actually gave me a whole bag. Like a drip. They gave me a whole bag of this transamic acid. Was supposed to be put in my body. It said over 8 hours, right? So I guess you're supposed to be in a hospital and you're supposed to do it over 8 hour time. And then they said, oh well, we can do it in an hour. I was like, oh, so but we supposed to stay here overnight? Like, I'm supposed to stay here 8 hours while this drip is going into my body? Like, what are we supposed to be doing? And they was like, oh no, we can do it over an hour. And I was like, well, that doesn't sound right. It's the same amount, but it says administered over 8 hours. But now you're going to administer it in my body in an hour. And that's supposed to be safe, because why isn't that on there in the first place? So I had a lot of questions, and I said, Sean was like, well, maybe that was the reason, you started swelling. Like, my feet were swelling so bad. They looked like my ankles, like they were so fat. My feet were like sausages. It was insane. And so, I'm just not a fan of those things. I'm just not, because it's, while they say it's doing one thing, it's really breaking down another thing. And that's kind of basically what mostly all of medicine. But, as for women who definitely, we still have things to do. We cannot have this stuff breaking down on us while we are trying to go through life, right? And so, yeah, Depo shot, all that other stuff, I just want to be done with it. I just want to be done with it. And while we're talking about things, I want to update you guys. Did you guys know that the new Coffee with Nikkie shirts are ready? Did you order one? Put ones in the chat if you ordered the new Coffee with Nikkie shirts. The Coffee with Nikkie shirts are being made by Miss Michi. Y'all know Big Meech. Yeah. Hey, Jordan. Jordan should be in school today, right? Good morning. Good morning, Jordan. If you're home, good morning. I hope your leg is healing wonderfully. Yes. So, I decided that I'm going to give the business and send the business over to Michi instead of doing a printer. Because I know who she is. You know, she is a part of the BBU tribe, and I'd rather send the business over to her direction. And so, everybody get your t-shirt support, and they're cute too. The shirt was designed by Jules from BCMC, and Michi had to do she had to do some tweaks, and so now the shirt is completely ready. It is black, white, and yellow. You know, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. So that is how we represent our squad. So make sure you guys get your t-shirt. Your t-shirts, they're about $25. I ordered mine yesterday. I think I ordered mine yesterday. So when I get on, hopefully I'll have it in time, Michi. Yeah. So you guys make sure that you go ahead and order one and support the tribe. And once you get your t-shirt, please hashtag tag us, and we will repost you guys and let us know that you're representing in the morning with the Coffee with Nikki and the BBU tribe. Let's see. Yes, I like that intro song. Come through, Nikki. Hey, thank you, Sherelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Lakeisha, Keisha, you up early, girl. Good morning, good morning, good morning. They look like melons, those videos. Right? Thank you, cousin. Thank you. I'm like, Um, one got mine. Cousin got hers. She ain't playing with y'all. Um, they ministered that met too fast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Lois. That's exactly what I said. I said, how did we go from 8 to 1 hour? Like, it doesn't seem right. I'm like, I'm thinking, okay, so you don't give me the whole bag. Maybe you're going to give me something. No, no, no. They gave me this entire bag in an hour. In an hour. So, we'll see. Yeah, he's in school, but I'll show him. Thank you. I love it. I ordered one and one for all. I ordered one. Wait, I ordered it. All for one and one for all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, everybody go and grab your t-shirt, represent the squad, and support your sister from the BBU tribe, because if we don't support each other, then what's going to happen, right? Collaboration over competition. And so definitely, you guys already know that's exactly how I feel. That is the reason why BBU and BCMC are unified. Why? Because we are stronger together. We're strong separately, but we are also stronger together. You know what I'm saying? We all look out for each other. We all make sure that we are all okay, which I absolutely love. I love my sisters. I love my sisterhood. So yeah. So with that being said, everybody support one another. We're not going to make it. You're not taking away anybody else's success by helping somebody else succeed, right? You're not taking anything away from yourself. So make sure that you support one another. So with that being said, y'all, now I'm gonna get all up in y'all business. I have been checking in on some of y'all, but I need to check in on everybody. How's everybody doing? What are you guys doing? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. What kind of moderator would I be if I didn't order my shirt first? Absolutely, cousin. Come on, cousin. She's the best moderator on what? Earth, y'all. Earth. As someone who works in the medical field, you have the right to question everything and refuse treatment. You can also get a second opinion. Girl, I was in the hospital bleeding out. So there was no time to, I think I was there at nighttime. So they were going to have to do surgery that evening, but I think I just missed the marker where my blood level was, and so I didn't have to get the surgery that night. But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot that night, and so I couldn't there was no time for a second opinion. My second opinion was coming from when they stopped the bleeding and I can go to a regular GYN. That's when I got my second opinion. But I mean, the hospital was really, really nice. It was an excellent center, so they were really concerned. The doctor checked in on me. And I've never had a doctor check on me at the ER. You know what I'm saying? And say, is everything okay? And it was actually the doctor, not, the receptionist or anything like that checking in. It was the doctor. And what happened was, and I have to say, St. Luke's was amazing. St. Luke's was a really amazing hospital. Um, he checked on me. He sent me a text message. He asked if everything's okay. Asked about my follow up. I told him that they didn't have any appointments until late, and he's like, "Oh no, that is not acceptable. You need an appointment immediately. They need to check on you. They need to make sure that you do your checkups and make sure that everything is okay and everything is working." Da 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 da. And so he actually called the GYN, and he is the one who got my appointment moved up because they had my appointment somewhere in September. And he was like, "Oh no, absolutely not. You need your appointment today." Or no, he got my appointment for the next day. But he was like, "Absolutely not. We need you in now." And so they did whatever they did. They got me in, and I was able to see the doctor. So, I mean, St. Luke's was definitely an amazing hospital. Definitely. They're supposed to be an excellence center, and they really did. They really did a great job. Let me see. Oh, I didn't catch the beginning. That's terrible. Oh yeah. No time for a second opinion, girl. No time. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, "Good morning, sunshine. Everybody, I miss you all. Blessings to you, Nikki. Thank you so much. Blessings to you too. I'm so glad you're getting your health together. I'm going through the same thing now. Yes, girl. Listen, 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 listen. I mean, you got to do what's best for you, but the quality of your life has to be better. You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot waste. Our time is precious, right? You cannot waste your time, doing this. And while you're doing this, a lot of other things is happening. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. And I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know because I know, but juicing and vitamins and replenishing your body is definitely something that has to be done. So definitely start taking your health a little bit more serious. As we get older, things don't work the same. We don't heal as fast as we used to. So we definitely have to pay attention, keep an eye on things, because once we notice that something is wrong in our body, we need to start paying attention to it. Because when you notice things are happening in your body, that is your warning. It is time for you to start paying attention. It's time for you to get on high alert. And when you don't pay attention to it, it'll get worse and it'll get worse. It'll get worse until you start to actually pay attention to it. So we definitely need to pay attention. Yes, yes, and yes. Michi, please put your Etsy shop in the chat so that everybody can go to your shop and purchase the t-shirt. So that is one thing. So Etsy. Michi, please put your link in the chat. Also, our schedule for September is already booked, busy, and ready. Y'all ready for our lineup for September? Now, again, I asked you guys what y'all doing, but ain't nobody answering me. So I'm gonna go over that. Are you guys ready for September? Put ones in the chat. If you are not serious with your business, do not put ones in the chat. I only want people who are serious about their business to put ones in the chat. If you are serious about killing it for Black Friday, killing it for the holidays, killing it, period, right? Killing it, period. It is time for you to put ones in the chat. It is time for you to stop standing on the sidelines waiting for something to get better. It's time for you to stop waiting on the sidelines for you to say, "Oh, I'm going to launch next year. I'm going to launch next month. I'm going to launch this day. I'm going to launch this day." It is time for you to stop standing on the sidelines. That we are almost 9 months into the year. And if you have not had any progress in your business and you are still in the same place, then it is time for you to start making some executive decisions. It is time for you to start making some major moves. It is time for you to start getting unstuck and start figuring these things out, because it is time for you to start taking action so that you can see the results. Right? And so I want everybody who is serious to put the ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. Don't drag your feet. I'm not about the dragging your feet kind of thing. I'm all about action. I'm all about getting it done. I'm all about doing what you need to do. So where are you at? Everybody got ones in the chat, ones in the chat, ones in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know if you can see the site. Nope, I don't see it. I don't see it. But let me see. I think I could probably just go to it and add it. One sec. One sec, y'all. Let me grab this link. Because it's not showing. And I wonder if it's going to show for me because... Oh, you know what? I got it on Facebook. Did the link show up, you guys? Let me choose. I'm looking at my camera like I could see the screen, which I can't. Let me see. Can anybody... Thank you, cousin. Cousin said, Michi, send the link to Latrice's Heartbeat Candles ATL. Send her the link and she will put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Miss Zelcha, what does 3 mean, girl? What does 3 mean? Oh, team 3. Y'all better cut it out. I am on my Inspired by Houston collections. My trademark is at the final state. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, Latrice. All right, so I need you guys to be super serious. The next thing is I am going to be checking in on you guys. I know there's a lot of things that are not set up, and I don't want you guys to create another collection, another thing until you set up the foundation, because the thing is you're going to create this thing and don't have anybody to sell it to, right? You're going to make all of this product or this whole collection, and you're not even engaging with your customers. You're not finding your customers. You're not speaking to them at all. You have an email list that you're not engaging with. And when you decide that you're going to drop it, they're going to be looking at you like, who this? Like, girl, you ain't speak to us this whole entire time. Now Black Friday comes rolling around and you want to talk to us. You got to start beginning this commute. At least now, you should have been doing it the entire year, but at least for September, start getting into them DMs and engaging with your people. Start emailing them, introducing yourself, and I'm gonna have a whole thing. So I'm definitely gonna have something either in the DM or in the community. So I'm gonna need you guys to sign up for the Bubble Babes community. Go to bubblebabesuniversity.com. Sign up for the community. The community is free. If you want to join the Honor Society, I'm adding classes in there every week. You'll also be able to get the replays of all of the lives, all of the guests, all of that information, resources, templates, all of that is in the Honor Society. You guys need to get serious and start doing it. Get in there, get active. And in the community, I will be updating you guys and letting you guys know what's going on. But you definitely need to get in there and start looking around and seeing there's a lot of information in there that you guys can use, right? There's a whole lot of information in there that you guys could use. Okay, so in the schedule, we have, oh, there it is. You guys see it? Let me see if I could add it. I mean, I can, but you guys can see that, right? Okay, so on the 7th, we are going, is the 7th on Thursday? I need to check. Yes. So September 7th, we are going to meet. It is going to be a Zoom meeting, and it is going to be an accountability meeting, and we are going to do what we're supposed to do. I'm not going to have a meeting and be like, oh, well, I didn't get to check in on you guys. Oh, whatever. I want you guys to seriously, I am going to walk you through the steps, and we are going to take these steps and we're going to do these steps together, and then do what you got to do. Come back with your homework. That's how it's going to be. That's how we're going to do it. everybody's going to be at different points, but it's still going to be something that everybody can still utilize no matter where you are in your email journey, or where you are in your business journey. So I am going to give you some steps and you guys are going to do them. I'm not going to ask you guys any longer. Maybe next time we do the Just Meet Up group, what your goals are, whatever. No, I'm going to set you up, and things have to go in a certain order. So emails have to go in a certain order. Social media strategy has to go in a certain order. Goals have to go in a certain order. How are you going to get to your goals have to go in a certain, like, everything has got to go in a certain order. If you are saying you are aspiring to make $10,000 in sales a month or week, or however that works out for you, what does that consist of? How do you need to show up? When do you need to show up? Where do you need to show up? What do you need to do? Where do you need to be? Do you need to be at pop-ups? Like, what are the ways that you can make money, and how are you going to get to this number? Like, we really need to hone in on that. Previously, not recently, previously, I've asked you guys, well, what are your goals? What do you want to do? How, I would ask you guys those things, but not realizing I should basically be doing things in the order that they should be done. Not everything has an order. Some things you're going to learn out of order, and that's totally fine. But email and communication is definitely key, because if you're not communicating with your people, you're not building relationships. And if you're not building relationships, when you're trying to sell them something, they're not going to connect with you. Yes? Yes, yes, and yes. Let me know. Put some ones in the chat if y'all feeling me. Put some ones in the chat if y'all are feeling me. Let me know. Chantel said, exactly. I stopped all of that and started focusing more on community and engaging. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. If y'all feeling me, what I'm saying, put ones in the chat. You have to make connections with people. They have to feel that they resonate with you. They're not going to purchase from you if they don't resonate with you. They're not going to purchase from you if they don't know what your products is all about. They don't know what you're all about. They're not going to. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to just be like, "Oh, let me just try it." You know what I'm saying? Times are getting hard right now, and so connection and community is going to be one of the main things that is going to get you over that hump, right? We know that times are starting to get hard. People are starting to get a little tighter on their wallets. They're not spending as much. We know this to be true, right? But they still are going to spend for the holidays, but they're going to question if they should spend their money on somebody new, or if they should go with somebody reputable. It's going to be, they're going to weigh that out. And if you want them to pick you, you're going to have to communicate with them. They're not going to just be like, "Oh, that's a pretty candle, I'm going to buy that." They're not going to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Some may not. And you're not going to get everybody. You will not reach your goals trying to do it that way. Yes, 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 and yes, y'all. Yes, yes, and yes. We got some ones in the chat. So we need to start building. We need to start communicating, and we need to start connecting. So that is definitely what we're going to be focused on. So September 7th, that is the accountability group. You guys are going to have your calendars, definitely going to be in the community. Make sure that you follow I told you guys, make sure you join the community so that you guys know what's going on. So that's September 7th. September 14th, which is the day after my sister's birthday. My sister's birthday is September 13th. She was born on a Friday the 13th. On September 14th, we are going to have Miss Ashley from Tangles and Beyond. I'm not sure if you guys know who Tangles and Beyond is. She is a hair care, she's a hair care specialist, but she has a whole brand where she makes conditioners, shampoos, and all kinds of hair care products. And she is now featured in a Whole Foods. And she is going to be discussing what it takes to get into a major store. What do you guys need to do? The pros and cons, just everything, her journey, how it happened. She's going to be sharing that with you guys. So that is going to be an absolutely great show. We'll probably go over an hour, because I know that you guys are going to have lots of questions, because a lot of you guys, your goals are to get into big box stores, or to get, to have a major distributor or a major company hold your products. But she is going to be discussing that, just so that you guys can be well informed about the things that you want. I should have did a retail a retail for September, having a retail space, the pros and cons of having a retail space, but I didn't do that for September because I'm already booked. But we'll see. We'll see. So September 21st, we are going to have Miss Jasmine Richards of Black Sunflower. And she is going to be talking about pre-sales and how it can benefit your business and how you can use that so that you're able to build up the capital that you need in order to create the products that you need to create and not over make products that you'll have left over, but so that you'll know exactly, what what kind of what is the word I'm looking for? Demand that you have for that particular product, that particular collection. You'll know exactly what you need to make so that you're not overbuying, overspending, and all of that. So that's going to be happening September 21st. And on September 28th, we are going to have Inventora back again. And they're going to be talking about creating your inventory so that you can be ready for Black Friday and your holidays, so that you can have what you need and so that you don't run out. One thing we know for sure is that when it comes down to the holidays, the main products and the things that you need, the inventory gets super duper low with the suppliers, right? Sometimes you can't find your specific fragrance oils because maybe they're sold out and they're not getting them in time. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some chance for error, and so you don't want to get into that rut because now you're trying to spin your wheels and trying to figure out how to make things happen. So she is going to be discussing how you can prepare for quarter 4, how you can prepare for your holiday season to make sure that you have all of the inventory in order at it, order in time so that you can have everything that you need in order to have a successful holiday season. I told you September is all about getting it together. September is all about making sure you are prepared for the overflow, the influx of customers that is going to come to your shop, because I'm speaking it into existence, but it ain't going to happen without work. You could affirm all you want, but there's got to be some action behind it, and you got to make sure that you are taking the action. So I'm making sure that I could equip you with all that I can in order for you to get what you need so that you can succeed. Oh, that's a rhyme. That's bars. Hey. So with that being said, y'all, is there any area that you guys feel that you need help with? And I'm also going to be talking about upgrading the quality of your photos, upgrading the quality of your content. We're going to be discussing all of that next week. Why? Because it is time for you to step up your game. It is time for you to show up and show out. It is time for you to show up for your business. It is time for you to get out there, put yourself out there, and do the things that you say that you want to do, and stop holding yourself back. So that is definitely what we are going to be addressing next week. But is there anything that you guys need for your business in order for you to succeed? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. And while I'm waiting for you guys to let me know if there's anything that you need, come on, Miss Lois. Yes, yes, and yes. While I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what you need, I am going to say, you guys, make sure that you are checking your emails because I will be sending out emails. I know last week I was sending out heavy emails. If you guys missed it, you missed it. I did BOGOs on the classes. I did the body butter, the how to frost wax like a pro, the sugar scrub masterclass. And the sugar scrub masterclass has the foam and whip sugar scrub, the whip shea sugar scrub, the sugar scrub cubes and ice cream scoops, and also the lip scrubs. And so you get 4 different types of sugar scrubs in the class. BOGO is no longer there, but the class is still a great value. You get to do 4 different types of sugar scrubs for people who like sugar scrubs that rinse clean, for people who like sugar scrubs that's lightly moisturizing, for people who like sugar scrubs that are uber ultra moisturizing. You have all of those recipes in there. Also, my lip scrub class, which is only $39.99, is a great deal. I show you guys how to make this super easy. You'll master that thing in a day. You'll master it right after you make your first batch, right? I show you guys how to sell it retail, how to make kits, how to sell it wholesale, how to, you know what I'm saying? Like I teach you guys how to actually do all of those things with it so that you have different ways that you can make money off of these things. So if you want to check out the classes, go on over to Bubble Babes University. That's BABEZ University. Check out the classes section, the courses. I think I have it as classes section, and you'll be able to see all of that. But you guys actually missed the BOGO sale. You would have been able to take buy one get one free. So yes, step it up, step it up. Trying to get you guys ready for the holidays. Trying to get you guys ready for the holidays. Video editing, I need someone to be there to show me because for some reason I'm not getting it. Got you. Ms. Loy says I need the foundation of a business owner in a book. One sec. And then video editing. Okay. That's how I learned. Got you. Gotta go. Glad Coffee with Nikki is back. Thank you so much, Chantel. I'm about to wrap this up too. So thank you all for watching. I will not be on tomorrow, but you guys, Monday morning, you guys definitely begin emails. Monday morning, join me for Coffee with Nikki, 9 a.m. I know it's a holiday weekend, but I will definitely be here. If there's something that you guys need that you didn't think about or you didn't have time to tell me while we are live, just send me a DM and I will definitely add that to the list of things that need to be done. Don't forget that the schedule is going to definitely be in the community. If you have not joined the community, I told you guys how to join the community. Make sure that you guys are checking your emails and make sure that our emails are not going to your spam folders or to sending it to the trash, right? What else do I want to say? I appreciate all you guys for still rocking with me, being here. If you guys found something useful that I said today, go ahead and share this video. I don't know if I'm gonna save this video. I may or may not. We'll see. I'm debating because I really don't want to have like my health stuff online. I mean, I said it live, but I'm probably not going to save it. But with that being said, y'all. Oh, and don't forget, I just seen Michi's name pop up. Posting ideas. Oh yes, let me tell you something. If Keisha's still in here, Keisha and Betty Rose. Let me see if y'all still in here. Put a 1 in the chat. Posting ideas. Also, don't forget to represent the squad. Order your shirt from Big Meech. The Coffee with Nikki t-shirts are ready, so make sure you guys order one. Represent the squad. Support a sister. Not even support a sister. Support one of your BBU tribe sisters, right? Support. With that being said, y'all, I appreciate you again for rocking with me. You guys could have been anywhere, but y'all decided that you were going to invest this hour with me, and I hope that it was beneficial to you guys. Betty Rose, did you check the email? I sent her an email of how to connect with your audience, how to post, what to post, what type of things to post, concerning the business, right? So Betty Rose and Keisha, did y'all find that beneficial? If you read your email, let me know if that helped you get some clarity on what to post and how to connect. Let me know. Thank you, Nikki. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Deltra. Thank you. Oh, and I just want to shout out Deltra too. Deltra's candles in person. OMFNG. Amazing. Gorgeous. They look like they should be $100 candles. Amazing. Beautiful. The pictures that she have does not they do not do it justice. The vessel itself is amazing. And just the look of it just looks very elegant. And so, Miss Deltra, you doing that. Let me know if the information, not let me know, but let Michi know if the information that I gave you is beneficial. I see Betty Rose put a 1. It was beautiful, right, Jasmine? That candle looks like it should be like $100 candle, $250 candle. I'm just gonna speak that into existence for you. It's a beautiful candle. It looked like it should be in upscale homes. It looked like retail. It looks like real estate agents need to be putting it in the homes for when they stage in the homes. It needs to be in photo shoots. It needs to be everywhere. It is to me, it looks like a piece of art. It's beautiful. I'm telling you. And Sherelle's melts, oh my gosh, Sherelle better get it together. She better get it all the way together. It is time for the world to see what she got. It is. It is. Yes, absolutely gorgeous, right? Absolutely gorgeous. So I will probably be in your DMs. Those poker chips, right? Those poker chips was life. They need to be on a card table. They need to be with some cards on it, and you need to have it and maybe have the wax melter in the middle and have it burning so people can see that it's a wax melt, but it looks like some poker chips. Have them going crazy. Oh my gosh, it would be so dope. It would be so dope. Y'all have a great weekend, ladies. Thank you so much, Miss Lois. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Have an awesome day, ladies. Yes. So Lakeisha Keisha says it was extremely helpful. All of the information was broken down in layman terms. Thank you so much for doing that. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I have the format as to the way I found out how, laid it all out. And so I will definitely make sure I do that for you guys. We'll do that on September 7th. And when I give you that information, I need you to take that information and we're going to put it on a board where you can always go back to this business board, this brand board. You can always go back to it and you always will stay on point. You will always stay on track with what you want to, the message that you want to bring across. And we'll talk about that on September 7th, you guys. September 7th. So make sure that you guys save the date. Save the date. Thank you, Miss Latrice and my Jasmine. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. And the dominoes. The dominoes are so realistic. So realistic. You're welcome. Yes. Yes. I'm on it. Sean wants me to change the colors. Yes. You need to change the color of the chips so they could look like real chips. But yes, are you sending that out? I can send it out if you DM me. You guys can be prepared for the 7th. And that way you can start looking for pictures and things like that. So you can start building your board. And you can do it digitally or you can do it, however you need to. Physical or digital, however you want to do it. But just so that you can stay on point. So you guys, with that being said, I absolutely love y'all. I will see you guys on Monday. Don't forget, we will not be here tomorrow. We'll be here on Monday. And I will be back and I will see y'all Monday. Bye y'all. I gotta get used to myself being back online. Okay, so now I see where it ended. Okay, bye y'all.